We on.
Live action. Shalom, Yasharala. This is the Tabernacle of David. Another edified. We outside sheep. We're going to start off like we do every sit down, every camp setting. We're going to give infinite honor to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kapadah.
Divine teacher who have taught us this doctrine of life. Those brothers, they are worthy of the honor. And thank you to our fellow laborers in your shop, labor for that penny. Our beloved brothers across the wind pushing the doctrine of life, taught to us by the great millstone. This topic, man, we're gonna go. This is Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're gonna go in about why we're in captivity and our enemies, because a lot of times we are supposed to hate our enemies. We are supposed to hate the other nations. But you got to understand, the Most High used them like they're the rod of correction. They're the belt, all right? So what they can't do nothing to us unless the Most High permits, all right? So when you read Romans the 7th chapter, all right, Revelation, Romans 12:2, it's all about renewing your mind, all right? It's all about getting delivered from this body of death, because we are our worst enemy. These other nations, man, they're what the Most High used to get us in order, man. All right? Yeah, we're supposed to hate them. Yeah, we're supposed to put them in slavery, but you got to do things in proper context. Do things decently in order. First, on the new man. All right? So these nations never get over us again. So preach them. The Most High put these nations over us. Right? When our great King Yahushua went to that kangaroo court, he told Pontius Pilate, and you go me, but the Most High let you, but the Most High permits you to do. All right? Other nations, when you go in your neighborhood, you got these groups, these Elamites, these Arab, you got Esau all over the place with rooster mentalities, Lord, because of the Most High's bidding. All right? That's the Most High's bidding. That's the Most High want to provoke us. All right? Let's get it. All right? Whoever I gave in Leviticus 26, 2 first, bring that out.
Khan. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 14. But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments.
All right.
15.
Hey, see, the Most High said, if you don't hearken to me and keep my commandments, just like your parents say, hey son, your room better be clean. When your room is not clean, your father comes in. My dad used to whip me with a belt. All right, some parents whip them with power. I used to catch a whipping with a belt. My dad come in with the belt. The other nations is that belt. Okay, but who is the power controlling the belt? My dad. All right. So Yahweh, Yahweh, Bashim Shai is just using the other nations as the belt to get us in line. All right. Because what happens if you overtake the other nations and your mind has not been renewed? You're gonna do the same thing over and over.
That's right.
Bring it out, brother.
It says, and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if you're
Come on.
it says, all right, it says, if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant.
Keep reading. Yeah, keep reading till I tell you to stop, all right?
Time. I also will do this unto you.
All right, if you don't keep my commandments, keep my law, my blessed law, and do my statutes, this is going to happen to you. So, do the other nations have anything to do with our demise?
No,
not at all.
Nothing. Nothing. So that's your first enemy is this flesh, man. Your first enemy is this flesh. Hold on, let me get a precept. Bear with me, it's not going to take long. First Corinthians 15. All right, this is First Corinthians 15. I'm going to start. Here we go. This is 48. All right. You know what?
I can read it for you. I can read it for you. I'm in there. Just call out what you want. I can read it.
All right, start at verse 48. Start at verse 48. First, you got it. This First Corinthians 15 and 48. As is the earthy, EARTHY. Such they also the earth. All right. This earthy vessel. These are earthen vessels, okay, that we're dwelling in. All right. And as the heavenly, such they are also the heavenly. We want these heavenly bodies. All right. These earthly bodies are prone to go off. These earthly bodies are prone to transgress our Heavenly Father's word. Bear with me. Let me get a precept to show that. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity. See these earthen vessels we're dwelling in, clay and dirt, they're subject to vanity. They're subject to sin. All right, this will happen after we fail. Okay. Not willingly, it was all set up through the Spirit, okay? But by reason of him, they have subjected the same as hope. So this is what we are hoping for. This is what we're doing right now. We're hoping to conquer this flesh, all right? And gain heavenly body, spiritual body. We never, ever, 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 never sin again, okay? And we are born the image of the earth. We shall also bear the image of the heaven. Bear the image of the heaven, and you become a spiritual being. All right. You don't sin. You're not subject to corruption. All right. You're subject to go off. All right. This earthly vessel that we're living in is prone to sin. It's subject to sin. Okay. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot enter the kingdom of the Most High. So if you're a carnal man and you go off your impulses, you have an animalistic nature, you're not going to go in the kingdom of heaven on that first resurrection, man. All right? You have to renew your mind. And this is your first enemy. The other nations, this is your first enemy. It's your body, your nature. This body of death we're dwelling in. Okay? Neither do corruption inherit corruption. Okay? So we have to overtake this first enemy. That's the only reason these other nations are ruling over us, because we didn't have this body and beat it into subjection. Let me get Corinthians 9. This is 1 Corinthians 9, 7. But I keep it in my body. This is what we have to do, so these other nations never rule over us again. Right? And the Most High won't send these other nations over us again. But it's written, it will never happen again after Daniel 7 and 18 instituted. All right? But for you getting the first resurrection, for you to march in the kingdom with the saints, you have to do this. You have to master this thing, man. All right? But I keep under my body and bring it to subjection. You got to master this flesh. When your anger gets the best of you and your emotions get the best of you, you got to learn to stay in the spirit. All right? Lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Yahweh forbid, man. All right? So the way you get your body and put it in subjection, you fast, you pray. All right? Don't just say the other nations did this, the other nations did that, man. No, man. We did this. We did that. Okay? All right? Go back.
Precept.
Brother. Go to Leviticus. You ought to verse 15.
Leviticus 26 and 15. And if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror,
Come on.
consumption.
Come on.
It says, and a burning ague
Come on.
that shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart.
All right. Who say, did the Most High say the other nations is going to do this? He say I'm going to do this. He say, this is what I'm going to do when you transgress my word. Keep reading, brother.
And it says, and ye shall sow your seed in vain,
Come on.
for your enemies shall eat it.
Come on.
And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
All right. So you see our Heavenly Father say, I am going to put your enemies over you. I'm going to send your enemies against you, and I'm going to make you powerless against your enemies. All right? But that's the doing of the Most High. And the Most High did that why? Because we transgress. Our enemies are weak, man. When you get carnal, you get in a fist fight with an Elamite, you're gonna beat the shit out of them. For them to have the power over us is because the Most High has fixed the spiritual realm where chains and there's a gulf fixed between us that we can't cross. We can't lord over them. We can't be in a position of power over them until our great King comes in. That's because we transgress. All right? Give me that Jeremiah 19. Right?
All right, I got a precept too.
Bring out your precept and break it down.
Khan. This is Salakia. This is Romans chapter 6, starting at verse 11. It says, likewise, reckon ye also yourselves to be dead indeed unto sin. All right. So that's what that's talking about, is that's talking about putting off them old ways. You know what I'm saying? And changing the way that you live your life. Okay. And it says, but alive unto Yahweh through Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, our power, our Lord. All right. So that's telling you right there, that's giving you the understanding of the only way that you're going to be able to get the only way that you're going to be able to move, and the only way that you're going to be able to correct your ways and put off that old man. Okay, verse 12. It says, let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body. All right. And that's talking about more of your like Elder Yakana used to say, it said your anastrophe, the way you conduct yourself. All right. It said, let not that sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lust thereof. All right. And that's what happened, because when you letting sin come up in your body and you living according to the society, and you're not correcting your ways, you're not trying to make no adjustments, you're not trying to put off them old ways, what's going to happen is those demons continue to grow and manifest in you, and then it turns into something that it come into more of your ways. Instead of you becoming the new man you should be, you're staying in them old ways. All right. And verse 13, it says, neither yield your members as instruments of unrighteousness to sin. That's more on the point. All right. Talking about the way you conduct yourself, the things that you're doing out here. All right. But yield yourselves unto Yahweh. All right. As those that are alive from the dead. All right. And that's talking about the if you got brothers around you, for examples, man. It says, as those that are alive from the dead, because everybody that's in this truth, nobody was born into this truth. You understand? So what happened was they had to make that adjustment, and now they are an example of how you're supposed to conduct yourself out here. All right. And it says,
It's
and
true.
your members as instruments of righteousness.
Hold
Shall I
on.
get
Read that last verse, right? Read the last part.
the whole last 13?
Yeah, where it says be alive from the dead. Yeah, read that again.
God, uh, it says, but yield yourselves unto Yahweh
All
as
right.
those that are alive from the dead.
All right. Those that are alive from the dead, when you read John 6:63, it says, Spirit quicken, the Spirit maketh you alive. All right. So it's this word. Before we came into the faith, man, we were dead men walking. We were coming to the ways of this world. All right. When you come into this truth, to the Most High's marvelous light, and this truth get in you, this doctrine of life get in you, it awakens. That's why Romans 13 say, wake up out of deep sleep. All right, it's talking about this doctrine. And it's talking about you getting woken up out of this body, man. Those that are subject to sin, the other nations will always rule over you. That's a beautiful precept the brother bringing out, because this talk about, is this scripture talking about the other nations?
No,
No,
indeed.
it's talking about the Israelites.
It's
What
talking
the
about
elect.
within yourself. It's talking about you fighting your flesh.
Come.
You got it, brother.
That was it on that. That was it on that. I got that Jeremiah if you ready.
All right.
Not the precept.
Huh?
Come.
Break it
This
down.
this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. All right. Verse 27, it says, but Yahweh have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. All right. That's getting this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And that's getting awakened out of this fleshly body and moving, and, through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, getting that spirit put on you, to be in this marvelous light to Yahweh Shema Shai, which is what, when you get these scriptures and you get the understanding, that's going to be renewing of the mind, coming out the carnal ways and thinking and living after the flesh. All right. And it says, and Yahweh have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. All right. So he don't go for the precious and the ones that the type elites. All right. He's raising us out of these chains of darkness, which is the flesh that we fight with every day. So he have his knowledge and wisdom understanding to combat and go against anybody that's what? Going off with the doctrine or coming against this doctrine. You got it, brother.
Yeah, all right. Go get that Jeremiah 17, bro. You know, Jeremiah 19.
I got you. Jeremiah chapter 19, starting at verse 7. It says, and I will make void the counsel of Judah and Jerusalem in this place.
All right, the Most High discontinued us from our heritage, man. He did it because he was pissed off. He was pissed off like a husband is pissed off when he sees his wife laughing and giggling with another man, man. All right? He committed adultery against our Heavenly Father. And in turn, that's what he did. Bring it out, brother.
It says, and I will cause them to fall by the sword before their enemies.
All right. Stop calling the so-called man from the ends of the earth and subdue our people and lord over our people, man. This is the doing of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. It was all set up through the Spirit, all right? But it was because we didn't conquer this flesh, man. All right? It was because of what we did. Not because our enemy is stronger than us and smarter than us. Because we was looking at what they were doing, and we wanted to do what they were doing. Deuteronomy the 7th chapter tell you about that. Right? And we were led astray by looking at what they wanted to do. Bring it out. That's what happened with Eve in the garden. Bring it out, brother.
It says, and by the hands of them that seek their lives.
Come on.
Okay. And it says, and their carcass will I give to be meat for the fowls of the heaven.
All right. And when you look at what happened to the Aztecs, the Incas, the Mayans, look at what happened to us during Jerusalem and during 70 AD, 66 AD to 70 AD. They say when you marched into Jerusalem, they had miles and miles and miles of our people hanging on crosses. And buzzards on the crosses eating their ass, eating their eyeballs out and shit. All right?
Con.
All that was because of Yahweh Bashem I was shy, man. All right?
Con.
When you look at what they did us for slavery, all right, the scriptures say, cursed be those that hang on a tree, man. The Most High put that curse on us, man. Then they'll lead them, they wouldn't even bear those Bibles. According to our customs and culture, man, after you start them, man, you got to bury them, man. When Ananias and Sapphira got killed, what did the scripture say? Picked them up and took them out and buried them.
Yeah. Him, Ananias and his wife.
Con.
When Jehu had Jezebel killed, he went and ate a little bit, was like, fuck that bitch. Then he said, oh man, that's a king's daughter. Go out and bury that bitch. Well, you see what I'm saying? But we were so cursed. The most let the heathen just let our bodies hang and hang in the fucking trees until your body decomposed so much till your head just fell off. They just hung on those trees.
I got a precept.
All right? That's how angry the Most High was at us, man. Bring it up, brother.
This is Jeremiah chapter 22 and verse 8.
Hold on, Kanaya. You're talking about the rest of this Jeremiah, right, Ak?
No. Let him bring out his precept.
All right, Con, go ahead, Ak.
This is Jeremiah chapter 22 and verse 8. And many nations shall pass by this city, and they shall say every man to his neighbor, wherefore hath the Lord Yahweh done this unto this great city? All right, you could liken this into where it's talking about Israel and the condition that the Negro, Latinos, and Native American in till this day. It says, verse 9, it says, then they shall answer, because they have forsaken the covenant of the Lord Yahweh their power, and worship other gods and serve them. And when they did that, back in what the brothers bringing out in the book of Deuteronomy, when it comes to these curses, they so joined with these other nations, and they forsaken the holy covenant of the Most High, which is Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right? And he put those curses upon us, and that's what we're going through today. And that's how the nations look at us, because they know who we are. They know who we are according to the scriptures. Jake, the so-called Israelites don't know, but the nations know, all right? So this precept was going into basically saying that,
the elite of the other nations know.
The water, brother. Exactly. So they know, all right?
Yeah, that's a good precept, and that's why we're in the condition we're in, man. You got a lot of guys that be like Edomite. The other day. All right, man, we first got to get our house in order. Once we take care of these lively stones, all right, and we have a self-analysis of ourselves, work on our own salvation with fear and trembling, but then we're gonna be like a fucking tarantula on a caterpillar with other nations. But what good is, like right now, the state of our people? If we did get the power seat, what the fuck a nigga gonna do?
Fuck it up.
You see what I'm saying?
Gonna be more wicked than these other nations, straight up.
Right. Come on, brother. Finish that Jeremiah 19.
Come. Verse 8, it says, and I will make this city desolate and in hissing. Everyone that passeth thereby shall be astonished and hiss because of all the plagues thereof.
And that's what happened when a white man walked past a bunch of niggas. He's like, baby, look at those niggas.
God.
Don't that song. Hurry up and buy. I feel sorry for your mother. That's how the other nations look at us, man.
Yeah.
Woo, look at what the Most High did. Hold up, I got a precept.
Jake fucked up, man. He think, you want to go ahead and you want to blame these other nations. You can't blame these other nations because the power of the universe is the power of Israel. You did? He said that we the apple of his eye. All right. In Amos chapter 3, he said that you are my people and you have did indignation. You know, the laws apply only to Israel. Okay,
Con.
so it was never meant for these other nations. So you can't blame them for nothing. They only doing what's in their lot. You did?
Exactly. That's what I brought on that Jeremiah 20 on the 22nd chapter where it said, well, why is why are these people in this condition? Because they went and broke the heavenly Father's covenant. They broke the law, statute, and commandment. They went against his law, statute, commandment. So that's why we're in the condition we in. That's why the so-called white man, and that's why the so-called white man and these other nations joined in together with the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, and we're living under suggestion to these different, nationalities of people according to the scriptures. All right, because we went off in the beginning, and Jake's still going off and doing what they want to do till this day. All right, so it's not gonna get better until the kingdom of heaven get ushered in.
Kind, if I could say, these other nations join in league. These other nations join in league, with Esau, because they join with Esau for two reasons. They join with Esau, number one, because a lot of them defeat Esau, and number two, is lucrative to join hand to hand with Esau because they know that they're gonna milk the children of Israel. You did?
That's right.
I got that precept. This is Lamentations 4:15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem. Is this the city that the men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? You see, these other nations, they saw us in our glory. They saw us during the time of King David, ancient time past. All right, we was the object of perfection. So when they see somebody fall from grace and fall to this lower state, where you got niggas walking around with the pants set, purple hair, daughters of Zion, if it ain't, and they camel toeing showing they don't want to wear, they don't want to dress modestly. All right, that's not perfection. That's degeneracy. All right, they look at that and be like, "Woo!" And fail. This is supposed to be the object of perfection. This is the ones, the apple of the Most High's eye.
Con.
And that's what happens when you transgress, man. Deuteronomy 28:28, the Most High say, I will do it mad astonishment of heart, man. You have a base tip, you don't know the difference between right and wrong, you don't know if you're going to come, man. You don't even know the natural use of the one. All right? You become a sodomite, a cannibal. All that's written in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, man. All right? That's what happens when you fall from grace. But we're going to get back there. In the days where the Most High is doing that paradigm shift, where we're going to be perfected in the twinkling of an eye. Lord, we're going to go back to the end. All right, did you read all of verse 9?
I just read 8. I could go into 9 right now.
All right, give verse 9.
Jeremiah 19:9. It says, and I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and of their Salaki. I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters.
Hey, the Most High, all right, eating the flesh of the sons and daughters is twofold. When you teach somebody lies, that's killing them. That's eating their flesh. When you teach your kids to go to a vote, when you teach them to stand up for the American song,
American flag and the American anthem.
American anthem. When you teach them Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, you're eating up their flesh. Micah the 3rd chapter goes into that. Okay?
Yeah.
Their flesh, literally. Because cannibalism is a part of the curses, man. All these people you see posting their kids on Facebook, this is who I do it for. You know what the black bitch like to say? This is what I work for. This is who I do it for. And they have their children and shit. You see what I'm saying? They're going to eat them. Their love for them are not biblical. Their love for them is not according to the scriptures. So therefore, when pressure gets applied, man, you'll cast those children away if they say they love dealing like minimum trash. They're going to eat them. They'll get so hungry they're gonna eat them. Bring it out, brother.
This I got a quick precept for you, brother.
Finish bringing this one out, then bring out your
Con,
precept.
con.
All right. It says, and they, Salakia, and they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straightness wherewith their enemies, and they shall seek their lives, shall straighten them.
All right, and this devil, the abomination of desolation is going to happen again. All right, he's going to come in the holy place, children of Yasharala, man. He's going to besiege us, wherever you stay. If you live in the suburbs, if you live in the hood, you're going to see raps coming through that bitch, to make sure you chip, to take you to a concentration camp, and you're going to be starved to death. Nobody ain't going to feed you. They're not going to give you no MRE. All right? And during the time, you're going to be hungry. They're going to start putting their kids on the barbecue pit, man. You're going to be walking on households, and you're going to see a 6 month, 5 month baby on the barbecue pit getting rolled around like a rotisserie, man. This is what happened when you transgress the Most High's word, man. This is what happened. The heathen ain't gonna make you eat your baby. The so-called white man ain't gonna make you do that. That's what happens when you commit boredom against the Holy One of Israel, man. That was it on that act?
That was it on that 9.
All right, you got it, tonight.
I just want to have piggyback on what you were saying. How how the Jade women teaches their children how to follow philosophies of of this world, and this is Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 25. Let not thy heart, when you go into the word heart, the Hebrew word for heart is la'ah, which is your mind, decline to her ways, go not astray in her path. Verse 26, for she have cast down many wounded, yeah, many strong men have been slain by her. Verse 27, her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. All right, and that's bagging on what you were saying about, you with that precept the brothers bringing out about eating their own children when they teaching these philosophies of this world is leading them to you putting your own children to death. All right, you got it.
What that was you just brought out at?
That was Proverbs 7. I started at
25. All right.
Con.
All right, that's about the wayward woman.
Con.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man, that's a good piece up. And the philosophy of the nation is that other woman, man.
Yep.
All right. And what the scripture say when you read that scripture from the beginning, you talk about the simple one that was born of the truth. And he went in the other night to this other philosophy, man. And that's what happened. All right, he's going into the snare, man. I love that chapter, that Proverbs 7.
That's why I went in there.
Get that get Deuteronomy 28 and 48, all right?
I got it already, brother. It's Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee. And hunger. Oh,
and that's what you got to understand, man. Our Heavenly Father said our enemies against us, man. He put them in rulership over us. Okay? That's the topic of the sit down, man. All right, our first enemy is not the other nations. Our first enemy is these earthen vessels, man. All right, we have to conquer this flesh, man. All right, our Heavenly Father said, I was sending them against you because you broke my covenant. Bring it out, brother.
Come. And it reads, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
We got to go to this devil for everything. Even our garments, our sackcloth. We got to go to one of them stores, Walmart, get the baptism. You got to go to him to get the borders of blue. We got to go to him to get a Bible. We got to go to him to get our water. Get our lemons and cucumber to alkalize the water. All right? We have to go to him through everything. Our Heavenly Father did that, man. All right?
I got a precept once you finish.
You got it?
Con, it says, and it won't in all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
All right. And our people are destroyed. We seen an example of that last night with the little that came out there disrupting camp, man. They're destroyed. All right? They don't know that they're coming against you. How about Shema Shai, man? You're destroyed when you're a reprobate spirit and you can't decipher from right and wrong, man. You're destroyed. Here.
Salaki Quad, I think your background kind of drowning out your audio.
I don't have nothing on here.
All right. That's your background, Kanai? All right. Well, Salaki.
All right. Our people, the only thing that's good for a person that rejects this truth is death.
That's right.
That's it. Death is the only thing that can help a person like that. You got it, brother.
You got more on that, Kanai?
And verse 49, it says, the Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. All right.
Right. And the most damn melanated leopard dogs against us, man. All right. When they came against us from the shores of West Africa, we wasn't speaking English. All right. Our people, if they wasn't in their Islam shit, they were speaking Hebrew, man. All right. They were speaking the Middle Eastern tongue. Okay. And the Most High set that devil against us so that we could learn righteousness. Hey, somebody give me Nicole tonight. Get Jeremiah 24:4. I was in captivity while I was good.
I got it.
Discipline you. He's disciplined because he loves you.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 24 and verse 4. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, verse 5, thus says the Lord Yahweh, the power of Israel, like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah, whom I have sent out of this place into the land of the Chaldeans for their good.
The Most High put us in captivity and slavery for our good.
That's right.
What you say is good about being slavery, being Lord of the enemy? All right. First off, it teaches you how to long suffer. All right. It builds character. When you learn how to be wise as a serpent, calm as a dove, you learn how to be crafty. All right. You learn how to think more, use your mind more, rocking off of your instinct. All right. And most of all, it teaches you to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because this is what he would do to me if I transgress his word. He would put the weak, non-melanated, leprous dogs, smooth face, a rank devil over me, the Lord over me, telling me what to do and telling me what I can do and what I can't do. That's what we're supposed to be in captivity, man. Straight up and down. All right. If you're in captivity, and instead of you learning righteousness, all right, instead of you taking this discipline and you done just made yourself at home. You just made yourself at home. You know what I'm saying? Right. The only thing, you don't even know your enemy is your enemy.
I got a precept for that.
You calling your enemy your brother. I mean, you've been polluted. Get that Micah 2 and 10. The only thing for a person like that is a person needs to get put to death. That's it. That's it. When you go in the spiritual realm, you're in your right mind. You can't help a person like that.
I got it when you're ready.
Bring it out.
Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
All right, you done made this your rest. You at home. Man, I gotta get that 401k, man. I gotta get my credit score up. I gotta do this. Or I gotta, what's those things that you buy and you use them later to send your kids to college? Call them bonds,
Trust funds and shit.
fund,
Yeah.
trust fund, bonds and shit.
CD accounts and all that. I was saying like CD accounts and shit like that.
Bonds and shit. You and all that shit, nothing wrong with it. I know, but when that's this, when your mind is solely on your people, you make slavery your home. You make captivity your home. You submitted to being a well-nourished slave. All right? But the scripture tell us we're supposed to be the head and not the tail. We're supposed to be ruling. We're supposed to have the dominion. You should never supposed to be comfortable here. When Daniel rose up to the second most powerful man in the kingdom of Babylon and Persia, Joseph became second only to Pharaoh. All right?
Yeah.
Still think he didn't want the kingdom to usher in when he told nation was ruling? That was just set up through the spirit. They wasn't happy with that shit. They understood that was set up through the spirit, man. You had a precept out?
Yeah, the bag.
I had one.
Y'all can bring them out.
All right. This is Isaiah 1 in chapter 1, verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do it not know. My people do it not consider. All right. And that's just
You got it.
all right. Yeah, that's just the point, man. You know, Israel don't even consider, you know, brothers on the highways and byways bringing it out, telling you the truth, you know, explaining to you your culture, explaining to you that this Bible is only for you, explaining to you that you have a great history, you got a vast history, you know. The reason that you're here is because of the things that our forefathers, they going off, you know what I'm saying? Our people went off and, you know, going off into these other philosophies, and you're not coinciding with that's what's going on in this society. You understand? That's why our people still in this situation, because they consistently repeating the same actions over and over, and the Heavenly Father not dealing with that. You dig? Israel don't even consider that that's their people, and that's why the Heavenly Father got us in the situation, and that's why 2/3 of our people gonna be destroyed, man. That's why Esau and these other nations was whipping sticks to us.
Con. Hey, that's right, brother. And I had quick precept to back the brother up when the brother said, you know, it's where it says in the scripture that we supposed to be the head and not the tail. All right. And I just had that precept to back the brother up on that. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 13. If you hearken, I say, Shalaki, and the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath, if thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord Yahweh thy power, which I commanded thee this day to observe and do them. All right. And that just piggybacking off what the brother was saying, you know, hey, we supposed to be the head and not the tail. But us breaking the law, statutes, and commandments, this is why we're in the condition we're in. That's why we're the tail, and you got these other nations ruling over us. Moreover, the so-called white man, Esau.
Hey, but our people are content with being the tail. That's when people die. That's when a person needs to go in the spiritual realm, right? You're not in your right mind. See what I'm saying?
Con.
That means you're reprobate silver. I mean, that's what makes you reprobate silver. When you don't know the will that Yahweh Shai have for the sons and daughters of Yasharala, man. Say, I have not seen, ears have not learned what Yahweh Shai have in store for those that love him. So that means you got away from that scripture when you're content about being in America. When you look at 30 years, 20 years down the road, about your children going to die. All right, people in that death is better.
Yep. I mean, you could liken that incident with Israel when it was in the wilderness, when they got when the Lord delivered them out of Egypt. You could liken how Israel is today. They're content with being in this captivity over here in America and what's going on. And the Israelites back then in the ancient times, they was content with going back over there into Egypt, back into captivity.
And what did the Most High do to us?
They killed them all in the wilderness.
Killed them all ass. So what are you
That
going to
whole
do here?
first generation had to get killed because they was bugged the fuck out.
So what are you going to do?
The same thing gonna happen over here on this side.
But what people?
Yeah, I got a precept. One of the brothers put in the comments.
This the thing.
Got a precept.
You hold up. Let me make this point. This the thing with brothers. You gotta watch brothers. Different brothers supplant. All right. You got brothers that can't separate themselves from their biological family. Our biological family are those people with those reprobate spirits in mind.
Con.
You got brothers in the faith knowing they Israelites, but they can't decipher. They can decipher the other 2/3, but when they come to their family, they can't see what shit. My family ain't no different than this motherfucker I'm over here condemning, and they don't have it. See what I'm saying? When we say the 2/3 need to die, we talking about our cousins, uncles, brothers, mothers, anybody in that mindset. Because you related to me, that don't make you exempt.
That's right.
He ain't say you either with me or against me. Hey, Shalom to you brothers on the comment board. I can't see.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. You can bring out the precepts, brother.
All right. This is the brother put in that Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. It says, "Arise,
Hey, that's
O Lord."
That's one of the, didn't I give one of y'all that?
Yes, that's the spirit. Hey, that's the spirit. I had that precept on deck.
So,
gave Kanaya that.
Bring it out, right? That's the spirit.
It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down." And it says, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
The wicked, these other other nations swore Yahweh Shema. Get 5 and 10.
Say it again, brother.
Isaiah 5 and 10.
Come.
Most High raised up these other nations to slay us, man, because transgressing his laws, man. Us committing the whoredom, the whoredom of adultery, man. Being adulterous whore. So like, what's supposed to happen to your wife? You walk in at 12-day hour work, 10-day hour work, and you walk into your room and a nigga going to town on your wife. And ain't ready.
Both of them would put to death.
Man, put that sword on our ass, man. That's how I feel about us. He raised up the other nations, put that sword on us, man. Bring it out, all right?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 10. Yeah, 10 acres of vineyard.
Hey, all right? Select this backwards. Isaiah 10 and 5. Select.
Yeah, 10, 5, and 6.
This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation.
See what I'm saying? And the so-called white man, he's the modern day Assyrian. He's the modern day Egyptian. He's the modern day Chaldean. All right? America is all of those captivities we're in rolled up in Shalab. He's modern day Pharaoh. All right? Donald Trump is the modern day Pharaoh. He hates the children of Israel. I hate those Mexicans, those illegal aliens. I hate those niggas. See what I'm saying? Make America
Con,
great.
that motherfucker Nero, huh?
Yeah, make America great again. Let's hang them from trees again. Let's go back to when we took all this land from the Mexicans, man. Send their ass back across the border. Give a fuck that this half of this land mass was Mexico. It's ours now. You know? But the Most High put the spirit on them to deal with us. So this is what we have to do. Let me get a precept. And we're gonna end this one out. You still gotta go to work, right?
Con.
Hey, that's that pride of the so-called white man. All right, just like two-thirds of our own people don't consider. Hey, they don't care if you know, they really don't care when our Heavenly Father cracked them clouds. They gonna try to defend themselves to the fullest. They gonna try to win the battle and gonna lose it.
All right.
Salaki, if I can see this, the scriptures say pride before destruction.
Is that?
You got it, Quad.
All right, this is Romans 7:14. All right, and this is our enemy. This is our number one enemy. Your first and foremost enemy over these other nations. All right? But we know that the law is spiritual. All right? The law is spiritual. Okay? Bless the laws that Yahweh Shema gave us. They are beautiful spiritual laws. You keep those laws perfectly, you live 1,000 years. Okay?
A full day.
A full day. So these laws are beautiful. They're the object of perfection. Okay? But I am cornered. You see what I'm saying? We got these corner bodies. We fell from that high office the Most High gave us way in the beginning, man, when we transgressed. All right? The corner body is subject to sin. All right? Sold under sin. Verse 15. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that I do not. You got brothers that have this problem. I used to have it. This problem, fasting kills it. So sometimes you want to read the scriptures, and you just want, every time you read them, you fall asleep. Every time you go to read them, it seems like you can't retain knowledge. You know? Fast and prayer, you got to use these weapons and utilize the weapons that the Most High gave to us to comfort this flesh. This flesh fights you when you're trying to get in the scriptures, man. That don't got nothing to do with Esau. That don't have nothing to do with Esau. This flesh is the number one enemy. Okay? But what I hate, that do I. You see what I'm saying? When you here trying to do your best to serve Yahweh Shema Shai, this flesh is tugging at you. Now, yes, Esau has created the arena where it's easy for you to go off to the right and the left. But at the end of the day, all right, what is that scripture saying on Philippians 4:13? I can do all things through Yahweh Shai who strengthens me. So we don't get it points in the truth. We go from glory to glory. We are more than conquerors. Okay? We can conquer this flesh. If it's written in the scripture say we can conquer this flesh, we can do it. Okay? Verse 16. If then I do which I would not, I consent unto the law, it is good. Now then, it is no more that I do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. Hold on. Get a precept to show you you're going to conquer sin that dwell in us. Not going to take long. This is back here again. Here we go. I'm going to start at verse 54. This 1 Corinthians 15 and 54. So it's corruptible shall put on corruption. How do you put on corruption, Michael?
Say it again, brother.
How do you put on incorruption?
You put on incorruption by following the ways of this society.
Not corruption, incorruption.
Well, incorruption
Give us
is them
knowledge and
following
wisdom
the
and
ways of the
understanding.
law, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah,
Give
walking in
us wisdom.
that's it, brother. Scripture say wisdom will not dwell with a malicious soul. So when you walk according to the spirit, so you don't give occasion to the flesh. Okay? And this mortal shall put on immortality. The men that's going to get immortality is the men that's going to hold fast again. Like right now, with this knowledge we have, we are immortals amongst mortals. We can tell it down to the T. That's only a mortal could do that. Say what's going to happen before it happens. A mortal man can't do that. A mortal man, if he do hear it, he's not going to believe it. You see what I'm saying? A carnal man, because the scripture say, the carnal man, the things of the Most High is foolishness to them, that which is going to perish. All right? Then shall be brought to the pass to the saying that it is written. Death is swallowed up in victory. So the body that we're in is a body of death. So it's written, conquered it, if we hold fast. Verse 55, O death, where is thy king? O grave, where is thy victory? All right? So when brothers say they have different trials, different vices that they're dealing with, older brothers be like, we're gonna bear with your infirmity. All right? That's what the scriptures say do. All right? In every camp, you're only strong as the weakest brother. All right? So that's why you put more energy on the brother that's weak in the faith. All right? But we have the antidote to conquer and be more than conquerors. All right? So when you have the antidote to be more than conquerors, to go from glory to glory, you have to apply it and it's going to work. We have power over this body of death, man. The power he's going to tell you. He wrote that. Let me go back over here. All right? Well, I was at verse 21, right? All right? This is Romans 7 and 21. I find then a law that was, when I do good, evil is present with me. This flesh. When we're here to do Yahweh Shema Shai's word bidding, all right, your flesh always fights against you, man. All right, that's why our Heavenly Father told Peter that the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. Okay? For I delight in the law of Yahweh after the inward man. All right? That's why the scriptures say he that's a Jew is a Jew inwardly. All right? That's why you have to put in this vessel, this knowledge and this understanding, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the spirit of our times, all right? This has to be in your inward man. This is what's going to stabilize you when all hell breaks loose. This is what's going to keep you sane. Okay? For I delight in the law of Yahweh after the inward man. But I see another law in my member warring against the law of my mind and bringing into captivity the law of sin, which is in my member. All right? This is our arch nemesis, man. This body of death, man. Oh, wretched man that I am. And then it got an exclamation point there. Who shall deliver me from this body of death? That's the answer. Yahweh Shai is the word, man. The word became flesh. He's the author, the captain of our salvation. I think Yahweh, through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, Yahweh Shai the anointed, our Mashiach. So then with the mind, I myself serve the law of Yahweh, but with the flesh, the law of sin. All right? Then I'm going to read Romans 8:1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them that walk in Yahweh Shai the anointed, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit, man. Right. So once you conquer your flesh, Esau is going to be easy work. The other nation is going to be easy work. All right, because what's the worst thing Esau could do to us? The worst thing he could do is put us to death.
That's the worst.
Spirit, you don't fear death. You're going to be in the spirit of, oh, death, where's thy sting? You're going to go to the gallery prophesying like Stephen, man. When you're walking in the spirit, you're not going to have no fear of death. The worst thing Esau could do is take you to a torture chamber, like he did those brothers in the Maccabees, or put you to death. So he's easy work. The fight is fighting his flesh, man, not to go off to the right or left and offend less. Do you have anything else to bring out, brother?
Yeah, just a little quick. Well, piggybacking off of what you were saying, Scripture said, to not to fear the man that could kill the body, but to fear the heavenly Father who could kill the body and the soul. You know what I'm saying?
Matthew the 10th chapter, if you want to get it.
Well, I was just gonna bring that up, but this is what I wanted to bring out. The same chapter that you was just in, Romans 8, Romans 8 and 6. Just to end it off and clarify what was going on about putting off that old man, and what will be the going into your actions will have a certain outcome, but putting on that spiritual man to have a certain outcome too. All right. Romans 8 and 6, it says, "For the carnally minded is death." All right. So when you rocking according to that vibration, that's what comes with that. That's you can't go from here until the kingdom thinking like that. But it says, "But to be spiritually minded is life and peace." You know what I'm saying? So brothers who in the know, the ones who the Heavenly Father wake up, you know what I'm saying? We have peace. Even though we're not comfortable in this situation, we have peace knowing our power. We have peace knowing that the Heavenly Father got us according to the scriptures for doing this work. You know what I'm saying? Knowing our history, knowing that none of these things are hid from us anymore, knowing the prophecies and knowing the things that are to come. You have peace. See, these other people, man, when the shit start hitting the fan, they're gonna be done. They're done. But we already got a full understanding. So, that's it on that.
All right. So, Lord willing, to sit down with edifying to the hearing. We're going to give infinite honor to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakah HaKadash.
We're going to give dumb honors to our teachers, apostles, of Great Millstone. Say, God, beloved brothers, pushing this truth out for a win. Kwam Yasharah, Kwam Yasharah,
Mubarak Lababal.